It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
A space convoy on a strange voyage, carrying a rare cargo. The forests, the plants, the growing things doomed to extinction on Earth.
We have just received orders to abandon and nuclear destruct all the forests and return our ships to commercial service. We're going home!
You can't blow up this forest.
Thank you, now move! You're not gonna do it.
Silent running. Cataclysm in outer space. Every moment bringing its own danger as man explores the mysteries of an unknown and limitless universe.
Valley Forge, what the hell's wrong? You're moving out, you're accelerating.
I've got a premature detonation on dome number 2, and I've got an explosion in the main cargo deck. Now, please advise me immediately.
Give me Barker.
I can't find Barker. I can't find Wolf or Keenan either. I'm afraid, Neil, that they might have been in dome number 2.
Dome number 1.
Meet the almost human drones, amazing companions on a journey beyond the stars.
The man has a full house, and he knew it. Now, how about that?
Hear Joan Baez sing Rejoice in the Sun and Silent Running.
Listen, Lowell, if you continue as is, we figure you'll hit the northeastern quadrant of Saturn's outer ring tomorrow morning.
Resistance is futile.
It's the Star Trek Tricorder, complete with a Star Trek cassette adventure, an authentic replica of the Star Trek Tricorder carried by Dr. Bones McCoy and Mr. Spock. It has a built-in microphone and mini readout screen, and includes a carry strap so you can take it anywhere.
I got the tape from Johnny. Get the tricorder. Let's play it.
The Star Trek Tricorder is a full-function cassette tape player and comes complete with pre-recorded Star Trek adventure. Check the mini readout window.
Patrolling outposts.
Listen to the voices of your favorite Star Trek heroes, or turn the cassette over and press the record button, and you can tape your own adventures.
USS Enterprise is moving to investigate.
The Star Trek Tricorder with built-in microphone and mini readout screen. New solid-state electronics from Mego.
Are you receiving me? Go to alternate frequency. Juke Suha to Earth Control. Earth Control, this is Juke Suha. Are you receiving me? Please come in. Juke Suha seeking planetary communications. eXtempore, communications appear to still be non-functional. Please run full diagnostics.
Affirmative. Juke Suha. Processed has commenced.
Please forgive my prolonged absence. Some of the ship's machinery went, shall we say, a little haywire, and I have really had my hands full with an abundance of maintenance and repairs. But there is nothing like that of a job well done. Soon, I should once more have a well-oiled machine that will continue to offer the intriguing and frequently forgotten files from the past. One of which, if all goes well, we will look at together in wonder. For those of you that enjoy the files I provide from the 60s, you are in luck. Those that enjoy the ones from the 70s, well, we have an offering from both decades. Our feature began production in 1967. Unfinished footage would rest in storage for many years until production resumed in 1972 without most of the original cast, sets, or costumes. The important thing, of course, the production continued so that we may witness this potential historical reenactment of possible events. Sit back, strap in, and welcome to the machine.
Oh, sir.
Only Chairman Mao has the key to that lock. All we can do is to warn the rest of the world.
How much time is there?
Less than 72 hours.
I have all I need.
All right, follow me.
It's new. It's now. It's Flash Cube. Flash Cube? Flash Cube. Only with the newest Kodak Instamatic cameras. 4 full-power flashes and 1 tiny cube. Flash Cube. It's this way, man. Drop in the film. Get yourself a Flash Cube. Pop it on. Take 1. Take 2. Take 3. Take 4 flash pictures without changing bulbs. In color, of course. Newest Instamatic camera outfits from less than $18. Only from Kodak.
This is the Disco Dance Machine. It's an electric record player with a microphone, but without the record.
Disco, disco, disco dance machine. Disco, disco, disco dance machine. Disco, disco, disco dance machine.
Disco fun for all. The Disco Dance Machine comes complete as shown, record not included. From Ohio Art.
If we don't make a deal soon, you might lose your business.
Then I guess my hands are tied.
Me too, boss. But we can save you if you let us handle all your transactions.
Tempting. Let's let it all out on the table.
Are you sure, boss?
Advanced 同盟会音乐，让你上得了台面。
The device is suspended several hundred miles below the control unit.
We are certain the force of this detonation will rupture the faults of the Earth's surface and set up a chain reaction of explosions when the Earth's tension is broken.
There are only 51 hours left. We better notify the President.
Slight hold at T-120. This is a fuel pressure parity check. Repeat, hold at T-120.
Gentlemen, it is T-120, so we'll have to make this very brief. You all know Colonel Price, flight commander of our Project Astra.
Colonel, why this trip to Venus? I understand it's over 160 million miles away. It'll take you 4 months to get there, and you'll be gone for 2 years.
Gentlemen, we've come a long way in space flight in the last 10 years. Since 1965, our fixed satellites, our space stations, our lunar landing, and base established there several years ago, our probes of the outer solar system, all these efforts have helped prepare us for the payoff of Phase 1, putting man on Venus.
Attention. Countdown is resumed from T-120. Repeat, countdown is resumed from T-120.
Gentlemen, any more questions?
Yes. Why do astronauts take the long way to get to a planet?
Instead of hopping straight across to it.
Will Dr. Haynes contact Operator 5? Repeat, will Dr. Haynes contact Operator 5? Urgent.
Operator, get me ground control, then base security. And operator, keep this line open.
Actually, we take the shortest route. I'll show you. This is the inner solar system. Mars, Earth, Venus, and Mercury. Note, Venus is the next closest planet to the Sun. Your question is, why don't we drop right down here to Venus, taking advantage of the Sun's gravitation? Venus wouldn't be there when we got there. It travels along its own orbit.
You make a rendezvous with it?
Exactly.
Colonel, make this brief.
This is our starting point, and Venus at our point of rendezvous. We get into orbit around the Earth as a launching point in space. Then, taking advantage of the Earth's speed along its own orbit, we take off into deep space on a ballistic course that ends here. Now we drop into a Venus orbit and prepare to land.
And it's as simple as that?
Nothing's that simple.
How long will the journey take?
Barring unusual circumstances, 4 months to reach Venus. But counting the return trip and planned explorations, we'll be gone 2 years.
Well, what do you consider unusual circumstances?
Anything we're not prepared for. Excessive radiation, meteors, unknown factors.
The time is T-minus 117 minutes. All unauthorized personnel are instructed to clear the launch area. Second stage fueling will now begin. Flight crew stand by. Repeat, flight crew stand by.
That includes me, gentlemen?
One last question, please.
Yes.
What about your families, your wives, sweethearts?
That's the most difficult part of the whole trip.
2 years alone?
Gentlemen, thank you.
That confirmed, Dr. Haynes? Right from the top.
Looks like this is it. We'll speed it up.
Right.
This is ground control operation. Urgent.
Unauthorized personnel clear the area. Repeat, unauthorized personnel clear the area.
Well, you still think an old warhorse like me can't take it?
Doesn't matter what I think, Doctor. Your technical knowledge gives you an override on the computer data to the contrary. I hope you make it.
Frankly, so do I. Anyhow, it'll be worth it. You know, I've dreamt of this adventure ever since I was a kid.
That's telling them, Doc. It's the only way to go.
I can think of other ways. Especially for you.
What's the matter? Our navigator got the countdown jitters?
$10 billion worth of taxpayers' money, and we got to put up with clowns.
Oh, come on, you two. Cut it out.
I just hope we're something more than guinea pigs for our brain trust out there. Attention, T-minus 98. Stage 1 fueling details, stand by. Repeat, Stage 1 fueling details, stand by.
Hey, stage 1. That's the coal stuff, the locks. What's happening?
They're speeding it up. Well, it must be the weather. We're tied to those tracking cameras.
Who cares about pictures? Doctor, get those Pentagon pen pushers off their lard and behind their computers. Our lives depend on ballistics, not pictures.
Attention, all base security personnel. Attention, all base security personnel. This is a Class 1 alert. Condition red. Alpha phase is in effect. All civilians not actually engaged in the Astra countdown report to security headquarters for reclassification.
Red alert? They must be kidding. Cruise ship went out with miniskirts. This is 1975.
Even if you kept up with your comic books, you ought to know what China's been fooling around with. Give me control.
Gracious, good afternoon. Is this the Chinese People's Telephone Company? Good. This is Miss Tomlin calling from the U.S. of A. I was just talking to Mr. Zhou Enlai, and we were cut off. Now, just what kind of Mickey Mouse operation are you running over there? What's that? Would you repeat that, please? You say you service a population of over 750 million people? Well, look, don't be surprised if Ma Bell shows up before the president gets there. We wouldn't pass up a market like that for all the AT&T in China.
Are you receiving my signal? This is Juke Suha, Earth Base. Do you receive my signal?
We're sorry. All circuits are busy. Please try again.
eXtempore, has there been any progress with the communicator frequencies?
All communicators online. Probable cause. User error.
Thank you. So, wait, what? I'll try again later. For now, let's all continue to give our full attention to our current file, which seems to have a bit of Cold War espionage included. Also known as Escape from Planet Earth, the actual name of the film is Doomsday Machine. Not to be confused with Episode 6, Season 2, Star Trek, the original series, 1967's The Doomsday Machine. I wonder if they knew they'd have titles so similar. Hey, I can keep it to myself. No reason to let the proverbial cat out of the bag, right?
The whole point of the Doomsday Machine is lost. If you keep it a secret, why didn't you tell the world, eh?
Attention, all stacked personnel. Report to duty stations immediately. All leaves are canceled. Base now operating under martial law.
Where's the Colonel?
Astra Control Center will amend countdown to accelerate launch. All minor system checkouts are canceled. Reset all timers from T-90 to T-50. Flight crew prepare to board at T-30.
Those checkouts can't be bypassed.
It's a red alert, Mason. If the ICBMs are flying, it's fairly simple. This base is a strategic target. They want us airborne. What do you say, Doc?
Relax, Danny. We'll know soon enough.
We've got to sit up, Commander. Take off T-30. Colonel, we can't let them bypass those checkouts.
I've got to check with security. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Are we under attack?
All I know, gentlemen, is that we're in some kind of military crisis. It may or may not be the big rumble, but you know the routine. All bases scramble, and that includes our big bird out there.
Colonel, what about those secondary checks?
You and Dr. Perry get together, see if you can live with your pet fixes as they are. It's go for anything short of a fuel leak.
What's the use of launching if we're going to blow it? You know as well as I do, without a full checkout, anything can happen. And we're going to be out there 2 years.
Anything can happen while we're standing here.
The white zone is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers only.
Colonel Price?
Yes.
I'm from the Central Intelligence Agency. We have top priority for replacements on this flight.
Replacements?
Colonel, I'm Donahue. This is Colonel Mathis. We have special orders to you from the President.
Gentlemen, what is the situation?
Red alert. That is all we can say now. Russia has advised us that...
T-45 minutes.
General, there's no time for that now. You are to replace 3 of your crew with 3 other officers.
Women? Now I've heard everything.
Colonel, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely insane.
Gentlemen, I don't understand.
You will, Colonel, but there's no time to argue.
What's this?
It's special sealed cargo. It's to go on board.
I can't take extra weight, you know that.
The weights have been calculated, Colonel. We 3 women weigh less than the men we're replacing.
Oh, and just who do you have in mind replacing?
They're in your orders, Colonel. Dr. Brown, flight surgeon.
Well, it's me.
Lieutenant Sharp, instrument tech and assistant navigator. And Major Williams, co-pilot and systems engineer. Yes, sir.
T-44 minutes.
Pardon me, sir. You or the Joint Chiefs or the President can order what you wish. Personally, I think you're out of your minds.
Colonel Price, it's not in your province to judge.
Isn't it?
No.
What about the emotional stability of a mixed crew in deep space for over 2 years?
Colonel, we're quite stable.
We have no special accommodations on that ship. There's no privacy at all.
Nor are we asking for any special privileges, sir.
Colonel, this is Dr. Marion Turner, flight surgeon, microbiologist.
Where do we put on our suits, sir?
There goes my stability.
What's the story, General?
What's going on, General? Let us in on it.
Let us in. Take some shots. Let us in.
Lieutenant Carlson, computer instrument tech and meteorologist.
Hi.
Major Bronsky, co-pilot and survival specialist.
Bronsky, the Russian?
First woman on the moon.
That is right. Fortunately, I was at the International Space Conference in Washington when this emergency arose. I'm happy to say that my government has authorized me to join you.
Emergency?
You haven't said anything yet, Doc.
What can you say, Colonel? It's a presidential order.
There must be worse fates, Colonel.
Gentlemen, I'd like to consult our project director, Dr. Haynes. I'm sure he...
You don't have time, Colonel. Please get these women ready at once.
T-43 minutes. Attention, Astra flight crew. Stand by for van pickup at T-30.
Sorry, man.
3 years of preparation. Well, at least my wife will appreciate these replacements.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Ladies?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You know, there must be a practical side to having women along.
You mean like having your
Everything okay?
A-OK.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ground control to Astra. Everything is A-OK from here. All systems are go and you have a good climbing angle. Your velocity is 3250 at T plus 2 minutes. Confirm time sync and prepare for booster cutoff.
Astra to GC. A-OK. All go here. Time sync. T plus 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Cut off, T plus 3.
Read you loud and clear. Confirm BECO at T plus 3. We don't like Dr. Perry's pulse here. He'll have it made if you can only take the second stage into Earth orbit.
Astra to GC. Read you. 30 seconds to cut off.
Colonel Price, this is Dr. Turner.
Clear the air, Dr. Turner.
How much time do we have before second stage cut-in?
Clear the air.
Doctor, you will have several minutes at low G before the second booster takes us into Earth's orbit. The ship's gravity control is on.
Ground to Astra. Dr. Turner has a point. Before second stage cut-in,
We are T plus 2 and 45 seconds. Kurt, sequence your checkouts. You've got 2 minutes before cut-in. Give me a half G on the gravity neutralizer.
you got it. Colonel, what about Dr. Perry?
You'll have to chance.
Dr. Perry must have pure oxygen. Now ask Aeromedical for his reading.
Control to Astra. Your flight attitude is fair. Roll sequence is programming in, changing azimuth to 75 degrees northeast. Do you read?
Astra to GC, roger. Take sequence 2-1 as follows. Cabin temperature 90. Air pressure 5.5. Relative humidity 36 degrees. Sequence 2-5 next. Danny, read off.
Telemetry and tracking of green here. Little hash from shielding. Colonel, I warned you not to bypass those subsystem checks.
Take it, Kurt.
Auto guidance is sluggish. Manual override seems okay. Pitch axis is following computer control. 2 degrees per second, over. Ground control to Astra. Dr. Turner, the Aeromed readings on Dr. Perry.
Dr. Turner, you must let me run this ship. Astra to ground. Come in.
You have 1 minute before firing second stage. Where is your fire commit data?
Repeat, where is your fire commit data?
That's Perry's sequence.
Major Bronsky, get into your seat. We fire in less than a minute. Major Bronsky.
Capcom to Astra. For heat exchanges and pressurization. Give status on sequencer units before program commit.
Astra to Capcom. We are T plus 4 minutes and 10 seconds. What is your attitude for orbital entry? Are we hitting the slot?
Capcom to Astra. We can't bring up your nose. Hit your overrides and fly by wire. You need 4 degrees vertical pitch.
Throw the automatic tanks on manual. Bring us up.
I'm on wire.
That's it. 15 seconds to second stage cut-in.
Major Bronsky, Danny, 15 seconds.
Commit the sequencers on the gas generators.
Committed. Everybody grab tight.
Capcom to Astra. All lights green. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Boy, Colonel, you're in the slot. Earth orbit established. Prepare for Venus launch at T plus 1100.
Venus launch, T plus 1100.
T plus 11. They're moving us ahead again.
Combustion sequence in. Purge valves green. Gas generators full pressure. You're A-OK.
1972 Chevelle by Chevrolet. You'll find some changes, like refined pollution controls for cleaner air, but it still has everything that made it America's most popular mid-sized car. Chevelle gives you big car comfort in a less expensive size, so it fits more families and more budgets. Chevrolet wants your new Chevelle to be the best car you ever own.
America, there's so much to see, and Chevrolet's building a better way to see the USA.
Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA.
Traveling down a dusty road, going to meet my friends, heading for the movies right around the bend. Looking for a good time, looking for what's real, knowing that a good time is the thing that's real. It's the real thing. Coke. Intermission is the time, refreshments and my friends, knowing all along that's where it all begins. Looking for a good time, looking for what's real, knowing that a good time is the thing that's real. It's the thing that's real. Especially when it's Coca-Cola. It's the real thing. Yes, Coke is the good time real thing. It's the real thing.
Does your tape collection look like this? Then you need a K-Tel tape selector. With special attachments, it fits conveniently in your car, stores all your tapes neatly, ready for easy selection. Tilt the first tape forward. The others follow automatically. Take your selection when it appears. When replacing tapes, Tape Selector automatically finds the proper place. In your home or in your car, protect your valuable tapes with Tape Selector, $4.99 from KTEL.
Hello there. Here's the demonstration of my new invention, the Goodies Machine. Special for patrons of this drive-in, the machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, hey there. I thought, since we're taking a short intermission, I might try one more time to get an open communicator channel. Nope. Hey, did you notice during the press conference, Mike B.J. Honeycutt Farrell asking questions? Most known for his work on the television series MASH in the mid-70s, looks like he worked smaller roles for spending money.
It's as simple as that.
Once the ship was launched, ground support and radio operator Casey Kasem is providing the crew with good, positive moral support.
Everything is A-OK from here.
The men seem to have accepted the fact that they will travel with women. With that, I'm hopeful we can all take a deep breath and have a successful mission. For now, though, let's continue with a short break, and once all is in order, we can return to the exciting journey, which is Doomsday Machine.
Are you fed up with constantly searching for the records you want? Are you tired and frustrated from always straightening out your LPs? Now with KTEL Record Selector, this will never happen again. To choose your favorite music, tilt the first record forward. The others follow automatically. Pick your selection when it appears. To choose more LPs, lean the next record forward and wait for your choice. The Record Selector is a new space-age design for selection and storage of records. Fingertip control regulates the speed of Record Selector. To replace the records, tilt the first record forward. Record Selector, with a mind of its own, will automatically stop where the LP was taken from. End awkward selection and storage of LPs with Record Selector, attractively finished in a gift box. KTEL Record Selector, only $3.99.
This is the Green Machine. Green Machine. 8, 9, 10 years old enough for Green Machine. A racer for guys who like a ride that's really fast. 6-shift controls, swivel action rear wheels, twist, turn, and spin like wild. Green Machine. What a ride! Yeah. Green Machine with 6-shift steering, some assembly required. Green Machine by Marx.
In a beautiful desert canyon not too far away, a strange and wonderful thing happened. But then strange and wonderful things always happen in Snack Canyon.
Gosh, it sure is hot.
Penguins? In Snack Canyon? Uh-oh, there goes the car. Aha!
Oh dear, what will we do now? I'm thirsty.
This is a job for Clark Crow. Here goes. No fear. The power is here. Gather round. Now let's have some refreshments. I'll take an ice cold Coca-Cola.
I'd like a tab. Sprite, please.
Baby popcorn and candy. There. Is everybody happy? Mm-hmm. Way to go, kid.
Thanks, Mr. Crow. You really saved our day.
Now you join me at the snack bar for your favorite refreshments.
You know, Dr. Perry might have lost his life if you hadn't,
We're thinking of one life. The Colonel was thinking of all of us.
Escape velocity reducing to ballistic course speed. Dropping to 18,000 miles per hour.
Cabin pressure up to 0.9 atmospheres. Set control to AGCS. And secure final flight mode. And here we are.
The old girl didn't pop a rivet. Venus, open your arms.
They sure pushed us out of Earth orbit fast. I got a feeling there's something more than a war involved.
You'll have plenty of time to ask them. Everybody get unplugged.
Does she know why we're here?
No.
Are you going to tell her?
I hope she never has to find out.
Yes.
What'd you read on the Doppler scope?
It's been throwing out a good spectrum. The shift is declining. Velocity 17,500. I'd say we're 40,000 miles out.
We'll put it in the ship's computer and see what we get, Doc.
Right. Well, let's get these wires off, huh?
Yeah.
What's her name? Turner. She's a doctor, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to take inventory, huh, Kurt?
I happen to think she knows more about this cruise shift than she's letting on.
Danny, get me Astra Control. I want to talk to Dr. Haynes.
Right.
Hey, they've got us. Something about Russia and the U.S. Chinese are at it again.
That's news?
Picking up a bomb is static. Must be the Van Allen belts.
Or China, with her nuclear toys.
What does that mean, Doc?
Well, it's possible that new device they came up with.
Well, that's why the pig rumble.
Well, that's my guess. Their principle could start an uncontrolled chain reaction. That is, if they're mad enough to try it.
Doc, you'd better get your checkup.
Oh, I'm much better, thanks. Much better. You know, for a while there, I thought I'd never make it. If it weren't for you, I'd probably...
Me. Thank Major Bronsky and Danny.
I don't know they're making them like that anymore.
Come on, Kurt.
They have to bury these probes so deeply.
It's less than a bee sting.
You could not, Colonel Wright.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
What's in?
At least let us get familiar with the routine.
True, Doctor. We do have a long time ahead of us.
And with only 3 personnel modules on this ship, we should get quite familiar with the routine.
What is this? Sophisticated American suffering from false modesty? In Russia, we...
Shall we proceed, Doctor?
When you're through in here, Doctor. Coming, Kurt?
Oh.
Nice, huh?
Katie, this isn't a hayride. We're here for a serious purpose.
What could be more serious than a hayride?
I don't think she realizes how serious this is.
What are you two talking about?
There you go, Major.
I can't get over it. Putting females together with a male animal in a cage like this. What are we supposed to do for the next 2 years? Breed?
How about some checkouts while communication's clear?
You know something? Kurt could have a point here.
What do you mean?
Well, those Pentagon computers are pretty sharp.
Sending us 3 women?
Well, supposing China did destroy the world, there'd be nothing left for us to come back to.
Oh, come on, Doc, you're space happy. You've been reading the pulps again. Doomsday? Get him. Well, I mean, you guys aren't taking him seriously, are you? Those chopstick jockeys couldn't come off with a planet buster, could they?
Look, it doesn't have to be the Chinese. Accidents could happen on any side.
For the love of... increase the gravity.
Right.
A ham sandwich?
The mustard.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing the ham and cheese. The sensational sandwiches from 7-Eleven.
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, 7-Eleven's got two of them. The large ham and cheese that's hot, the small one that's not. One's hot, one's not.
Ham and cheese at 7-Eleven.
Everybody's doing the ham and cheese. The good time sandwiches at 7-Eleven.
K-Tel's Music Machine is powered by KC and David Soul, Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis, ABBA, Alice Cooper, Marvin Gaye, Kenny Rogers, Peter McCann, and Andy Gibb, and #1 from Bill Conte. Powered by all top 10 hits, it's the K-Tel Music Machine.
Now available at these fine stores.
And now, Juke Suha asks.
Wait, what? I pay very close attention to these reenactments, as I'm sure each of you do. I'm a little confused about the spacecraft in our current file, however. It appeared to be stock footage of a Saturn V rocket in the launch scene. The Saturn Vs were typically used in the Apollo launches from the mid-60s through the mid-70s, which fits the production timeline of this eXtempore file. Then, shown again after pushing out into space, it seems to have grown fins and seemingly able to make hairpin turns. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but then we are shown the craft from the astronaut's perspective, and it resembles more of a space station than that of a space ship. I thought maybe I missed something until after the use of highly sophisticated navigation equipment, the ship turned and its thrusters sent it deeper into space. I imagine with this adventure fully underway, we'll see many interesting things too difficult to explain. Perhaps some things that need no explanation at all.
What are we supposed to do for the next 2 years? Breed?
It is the first time I've seen the Earth and the Moon together from space. Of course, the Russian probes have photographed most of the solar system.
Of course.
I speak the simple truth, Comrade Mason.
So do I. And don't call me comrade.
First into space. First to set the record for manned orbital flight. First to...
The question isn't what you did, but how.
What do you mean?
I saw one of your unannounced tries in Earth orbit. A ruptured hulk with a corpse for a passenger. How many more are there?
Perhaps, Captain Mason, we are more dedicated to science.
To science?
Ha! Hey, Kurt, lay off, will you?
I can take care of myself, Lieutenant.
I'm sure you can, Major. But if you ever need the reserves, just whistle.
I'll be on the lower deck if I'm needed.
He's not really a fink. He just acts like one.
A what?
Never mind.
Wow.
Hello.
Enjoy your shower?
Love your homemade water.
We do travel first class.
Where's that music coming from?
Our later day Marconi seems to have broken through the static.
Who? Oh, Danny. I think he's cute.
If you like boys. Say, I've been wondering, you got a specialty?
Uh-huh.
Oh? Would you care to join me on a tour of the ship? See what makes it tick?
I know what makes it tick.
You do?
Uh-huh. You're divorced? Colonel Price is separated from his wife at present. And Danny? Sweet. A merit badge for him.
You do get around. You, forgot Grandpa.
Dr. Perry's age should protect me there.
I wouldn't bank on it. Let's cut out the games, huh? You know what's ahead of us. We're all going to be cozy together for a nice long time. Now, why don't you relax and enjoy it?
You're very forceful, aren't you?
Do I need force?
I was talking about vibration.
Oh. How are yours doing?
What do they say?
I'm not sure, but I like them.
They may like you. In time.
Do not go in there.
How's it going?
Oh, you startled me. I'm finding a high DNA distortion rate due to hard radiation. Probably the Van Allen belt or solar flares.
Speaking of flares, I wonder what happened to the fireworks back home.
Well, I just thank God that any destruction was averted.
I could have told them they were crazy. This whole mess was unnecessary. I mean, bringing you women along. Some stargazer panicked and thought the world was going to end, didn't he?
It was a joint recommendation of the National Security Committee and the Scientific Advisory Board. The president had to act before the Astra was launched.
So in case the world did end, they figured a few people like you and me could do a rerun on Adam and Eve?
Yes, something like that. Look, Colonel, we're only doing what we were ordered to do, and if it doesn't suit you, well, I'm very sorry.
You know, without your glasses, you're a very pretty doctor.
sorry. I came to see about supper.
Oh, it's the altitude. It works up the appetite.
I'll help you, Katie.
We know a place where you can get a thin and crispy pizza like this, and a thick and chewy pizza like this, and spaghetti like this, and cavattini oven-baked pasta, and sandwiches and salads like this. In fact, you'll find all these good things at the Pizza Hut restaurant. That's right, Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut, there's a lot of good things under a roof.
With the Monster Machine and your imagination, you can crank out a creepy creation, the Rotocast Monster Machine. 4, crank, in an hour it's dried. You've made Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Rotocast Monster Machine. Paints come with it to make him look fine. It's Galaxag and old Frankenstein.
The Rotocast Monster Machine by Hansa with 5 monster molds, paint, and instant muck.
Every spaceman knows you just gotta have Hostess Twinkies along. Even space girls know it. You get a big delight in every bite. Delicious Hostess cream-filled Twinkies taste out of this world. With luscious, creamy white filling inside, soft golden sponge cake outside. You get a big delight in every bite. Yep, smart spacemen always have plenty of good tasting Twinkies along. Wherever they go. Hostess Twinkies.
But, Doctor, Captain Mason has not, got to me, as you say.
Ah, there we are, folks, fresh off the space farm.
I must confess, your country is certainly first in the culinary art of space cooking.
Well, it smells delicious, Danny. Thank you. By the way, Major, remember those Russian ghost ships that Kurt mentioned? I'd like to ask you...
I know of no ghost ships.
Well, there was an early Venus probe. It's Vestia 2, I believe.
Yes, the Izvestia 2. That was lost in space.
Well, its maneuvers were much too sophisticated for it to be unmanned.
The Izvestia 2 was a robot ship. There were no men aboard.
I see. Then it was purely coincidental that a certain Igor Nikhanov just happened to disappear just about that same time.
Colonel Nikhanov did not die in space. They would have told us. I knew him very well. He was my instructor in astronautical science and...
Yes. He was also a very important party man.
We do not mix politics with science.
We interrupt. He was cut off.
What's happening? Why the delay?
A million miles out, it takes a few seconds for transmission to return. What do you see, Kurt?
Nothing unusual. Still there.
What is it?
My God. They did it.
It's happened. Nuclear war.
Come on, everybody. What's all the big surprise about? 2 years from now when we get back. When we get back. If we get back.
It's the one thing we feared. Nuclear chain reaction. Kathy.
Yes, it is.
That's static. It's radiation.
Get me the filters. Bringing it in close. It's gone.
Hold on.
Will you shut up? Mason, will you shut up?
That should quiet her.
What about you? You gonna be all right?
I'm just so cold.
So am I. Radiation. Yes, and it's rising. But that's not all gone. Earth fragments. Great broken masses of land hurtling toward us at meteoric speed. Earth fragments, that's right, meteors. You'll have to change course if they get any closer. You and Kurt get the radiation shielding up. Right.
We're gonna make it.
Oh, I hope so.
I want to live.
I want to live! Come on, Kurt, get a hold of yourself. We all want to live.
Danny. Danny, do you hear me? It's just been sitting there like that. It reminds me of my little brother, years ago when he fell from the roof of the barn.
He's gonna be all right. Danny? Danny? Danny!
Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
He's all right. I'll be asked if you need me.
I'm some astronaut.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Lieutenant. We are all very shaken up.
You seem very calm.
My years of training.
Say, what made you become an astronaut?
You ask because I am a woman?
Yeah.
In my country, women follow the same professions as men. I excelled in science in the university. It was only natural that I should become a part of the space program.
Were you interested in it?
It never occurred to me to question. I followed the advice of my superiors. I was proud to be the only woman in a with 6 men.
Oh? Well, don't you miss being a woman? I mean...
I know what you mean. You know something, Danny? I like you.
Do?
Yes, Danny, I do.
Shazam!
That's a lot better. That curtain cuts the radiation to about 5%. Flight crew, secure. Get into your seats. Meteors. Repeat, secure. Meteors. Meteors.
Come on, Mason.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Come on, then. Our suits. There's no time. Hold the cabin pressure at 0.9 atmospheres. Let's do it!
What if we catch a hole in the hull?
We've got emergency patches.
Without suits, we'd never get a chance to use them.
Here we go. Will you cut that damned alarm? It's driving me nuts! It's 15 degrees elevation fast.
We're not plotted. We'll get lost.
15 degrees. 15 degrees! Doc, how much reserve fuel can I use?
We've got the whole return booster.
We're not going home, so shoot the work, Skipper.
Why don't you shut up?
Mason. We're clear. Drop us back 15.
Cut the engines. Cut the engines. Save the fuel.
I will. When you level out.
I shit myself.
This is the famous Kitchen Magician food processing machine. You can drop whole potatoes into its exclusive automatic chute and make hundreds of julienne fries in seconds. Stainless cutting discs change in a snap, letting you ripple cut, chop, grate, shred, or thin slice. Ripple cut a bunch of carrots, cucumbers, potatoes, or beets. Chop onions without shedding a single tear. Grate cheese or mounds of carrot salad. Ripple slice onions to prepare delicious onion rings. Use the giant food hopper and make coleslaw on the fastest home coleslaw maker on the market. It slices cheese or prepared meat like an electric machine. And best of all, you can coarse grate potatoes for mouth-watering potato pancakes. Popeil's Kitchen Magician, only $12.95. Why spend more? It's perfect for home or gift giving.
What makes this television different from any other in the world? This button. It brings you a home video game built in, a Magnavox exclusive. One touch and it's Magnavox Color TV with a color picture of astonishing clarity. Touch again and it's Odyssey, America's favorite home video game. Why settle for just color TV when now you can have a built-in home video game too? Only from Magnavox.
That figures. The crew is enjoying their first interstellar meal along with cordial conversation, then bam! Their home planet seems to become ablaze from multiple explosions of incredible energy. Being the eternal optimist that I am hopeful it might be an illusion caused by the meteors and radiation that seem to be approaching and surrounding their ship. Each crew member might be thinking at this point the launch was hurried for a reason and they should consider themselves the Adams and Eves of outer space. Lieutenant Katie Carlson and Major Kurt Mason have already taken some time to get to know each other. Katie Carlson is played by Laurie Scott. Ms. Scott is credited with very few films and performed mainly in television, including The Fugitive, The Big Valley, The Wild Wild West, and 3 appearances in the 1959 13-episode anthology series hosted by Lon Chaney Jr., 13 Demon Street. Grant Williams portrays tough and aggressive Major Kurt Mason. Mr. Williams performed off-Broadway until landing parts in films including many classics each of you have or would enjoy watching. The Monolith Monsters, The Leech Woman, Brain of Blood, and of course, Scott Carey, the incredible shrinking man. No part too small, right?
I'm getting smaller, Lou, every day.
Why is it so small?
Major Georgiana Bronsky, Russian cosmonaut and scientist, is the part taken by Mary Ellen Powers. Known as Mela, she was a California native. Her earliest acting credit was 1942 before becoming a radio talent, then returning to films in 1950. Her character in this potential reenactment seems to be fond of the crew's radio operator and apparent chef, Danny. Bobby Van, born Robert Stein in the Bronx, was known for his multiple talents, which include musician, singer, dancer, restaurant owner-operator, and of course, game show host and celebrity contestant. With a crew of 4 men and only 3 women, I can't help but...
Meteors! 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 Meteors!
Hello, Meteor.
Hello, Meteor.
Have you heard about the website called Discovery.com?
Discovery.com is my guidebook for life. I learned how to plant an herb garden, train my dog, and cure my dandruff.
I learned that most meteors burn up in Earth's atmosphere. Ah! The atmosphere! Ah!
Ah! The atmosphere! Ah!
Way off course, but until this meteor traffic thins, we've got no other choice.
How much fuel have we used, Skipper? We've used 20% of the third stage tanks. And it'll take that much again to get us back on course.
Mason, relax. It's only fuel we would have used on the return trip. Doc, we need a new course.
What we need is time to collect what brains we have left. What are we going to do? What's going to happen to us?
How do you feel?
Lousy.
All right. Let's run a playback on this whole thing from the beginning. So, fortunately for us, they saw the end coming and reshuffled our crew. In other words, we've been paired off on a latter-day Noah's Ark.
Well, there's nothing like facing the facts, is there? I've got myself railroaded into a stud poker game. Hey, not bad, eh, kids? Who'd have thought of it? Katie Carlson, the girl who thought she had everything going for her. Now the future mother of a nation. Hey.
May an older man offer something? The past is gone. Every second brings us closer to a new, untouched world. Our world. We're the lucky ones. At least, we have a tomorrow.
Doc, you got us back on course again. All we have to do is slide down your orbit, 4 months of free fall, and we're home.
Don, can I talk to you alone?
Sure, Doc. Kurt?
Rank has no privileges anymore. And no secrets.
It's all right, Doc. Go ahead.
All right. We can't afford 4 months. We've got to get there in less than 2.
2? Impossible. We'd drain the fuel. We wouldn't have enough to make the Venus entry.
The Earth's explosion has tripled the radiation out there, and it's non-directional. We just can't shield it out.
Oh, it's mostly soft stuff, alphas and betas. The gamma concentration isn't critical.
Yes, I know, but 4 months exposure to it'll mean just one thing. Sterilization.
The hell do you find amusing?
Procreation. The only thing our damn machines can't do. And we're gonna lose it.
Well, I'm lost, Doc. We can't land without fuel.
A few could.
By stripping the ship, dropping the booster shell. Oh, I know it sounds ridiculous to say that the weight of a few people could affect the safety of a 50-ton ship, but I checked and rechecked it on the computer, and there's no other answer.
How few?
Well...
Yes, Georgiana?
I just came in to open the IFPM switches. Danny and Katie are doing maintenance on the digital units.
Yes, I asked him to check the Stellar B registers. We can't get a good fix on Sirius.
I see. How long was she standing there?
I don't know.
Georgiana? What is it?
That should do it. Hey, those are tears.
Something else you wanted?
Uh-huh.
Don't. Don't your vibrations ever stop?
You know it has to be sooner or later. Why don't we make it sooner?
God's sakes, cool it, Mason. What are you trying to do? See if I couldn't guess.
Take your hands off her.
It's too damn crowded in this sardine can to be playing tag.
I said take your hands off her.
Bring it up! Mason, I'm had it with you! You straighten up or spend the next 2 months locked below.
Come on forward. Dr. Perry has something to say to all of us.
So you see, the omnipresence of all this radiation leaves us no option. And we have to protect the 3 people who'll survive.
3?
Yes, 3.
So 4 of us will have to...
That's right. Fuel and weight factors leave us no other choice.
It's beyond despairing.
Why should you despair? In a fire, the mares are always saved, aren't they?
Nothing ever changes in space or people.
Okay, who decides what?
We have everyone's Excel file. The computer will be programmed.
Ha! Sex in the machine.
Well, who does the programming?
Dr. Perry, any objections?
You know, I can't help but think this hurried journey to Venus is not going as planned. For you landlubbers out there, this is really no surprise, given the fact that one of the oldest nautical superstitions would be never bring women aboard ship. I'm not one to go for the tales of lore, and personally, I'd welcome a full crew. Colonel Don Price thus far has been forced to make many difficult decisions, and they do not seem to be getting any easier. Playing the part of our commanding officer is the very recognizable Denny Miller. Miller began his acting career in 1958, and the following year was cast for the part of Tarzan the Ape Man. A native of Bloomington, Indiana, he would appear in well over 200 different television series. Far too many to name, and would sometimes use the name Scott. Well, except that one time in 1967 when he appeared on Gilligan's Island as Tongo the Ape Man. He continued television work throughout the 60s and became well known for a 14-year cruise as the Gorton's Fisherman.
Do we know how to reel him in or what?
He took the bait that seemed to be set out by Dr. Marion Turner, whom seemed to know the actual plan of their journey right from the very beginning. This part is played by Canadian-born Ruta Mary Kilmonis, or better known as Ruta Lee. Ms. Lee has been in films and television from 1954 and politically active her whole career. A true humanitarian, she has helped to raise money for troubled youth and mental health organizations for over 50 years. In 2006, she would receive her long overdue star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The fate of the whole crew is in the hands of Dr. Christopher Perry. He and the ship's computer must decide which 3 crew members will continue. Only 3 because of the lack of fuel and resources. Harry Frederick Wilcoxon, or better known as Henry, is certainly the oldest and possibly wisest, born in 1905. He is a veteran of the early stage. His first film role, produced in the United Kingdom, was 1931. Wilcoxon would not only perform in front of the camera, but as producer as well. I'm certain he, after providing the computer all the necessary information, will make the right choice. He always plays the character that will exercise caution and never take chances.
Did you see that? Miracle, eh?
Nice shot, Bishop. You must have made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, I could break the clock record, theoretically.
You better come in until this blows over.
Now, what do you think, son? I keep playing. I don't think the heavy stuff's gonna come down for quite a while.
You're right. Anyway, the good Lord would never disrupt the best game of my life. An infallible young fella. One more hole.
Home, I hope.
How close are we?
Less than 1,000,000 miles. Only a few days now, and we'll be entering into orbit around her.
Only 3 of us.
Only 3.
I hope you're one of them.
you are.
At the start of this trip, I had a whole world to choose from. Now,
Now there's just me, huh? Just you and me. What's the answer?
What? You're out of order, Captain.
Pretty fancy programming, Doc.
That information is for Colonel Price.
Why? We're all in the same mess. You're gonna love this.
I know, Katie. You must be bitterly disappointed.
no, not at all.
It's almost biblical. A patriarch, Adam. Fatherly, kindly.
I think it's a fine choice. It's amazing. The wisdom of an unemotional machine. That man represents 1,000,000 years of knowledge for tomorrow's generation.
You really buy it, huh? I don't care what that damn computer says. There's only going to be one decision, and I've made it. You and me, baby. You and me. I've waited long enough for you. You're mine. No one else is going to get their hands on you.
You're crazy, Kurt. You know that. You're crazy. You don't want me.
It's disgusting.
You ask for an impersonal decision, we must see the logic of it.
Georgiana, I just don't know what to say. I'm happy for you and Katie. Besides, I'm the oldest.
And that's it?
The computer was programmed. It doesn't make errors.
It's man-made, so it can make errors. We've become machine worshippers. Don't you see it? We're so used to flying on instruments, we don't know solid ground when we're standing on it.
What are you trying to say?
He's trying to say that you and Marion are very much in love. You're young and vital. Essential ingredients for an infant humanity.
You're an animal.
That's right, baby, an animal. We're all animals. No rules, no more pretense. Survival. The game. Look out!
Katie, would you come up forward, please? Captain Mason, Katie, do you hear me?
My God.
Kurt.
What is it?
5-year supply of food concentrates.
They thought of everything, didn't they?
Well, there's enough for this load anyway.
Okay.
Those are Earth fragments. Entry should begin at once.
Doc, we didn't reject the computer's decision. Why should you?
Well, I consider it settled. You and Marion and Major Bronski will carry on. Right, Danny?
Right. Suppose I had stayed at home. At least this way I get a chance to wave goodbye. Gotta get my gear. It'll be all right. Because it has to be.
Danny, hold it. Nobody leaves the ship. It's all of us or nobody.
What?
You heard me.
But that's suicide. The extra weight.
We're going to chance it.
But, Colonel.
Hit the booster commit. That's an order.
All right. Committed.
Okay. In less than 10 minutes, the last stage will blast free and we'll begin deceleration. Everybody secure.
Look! The board! We never got my subsystem checkout.
The circuit's been shorted. There's a misalignment in the booster connect.
Let me get it, Skipper.
He will be all right, won't he?
If the booster blasts free, he could use it as a raft. We're committed. We can't stop the sequence.
You mean he can't get back to the ship?
We'd be gone. Fasten your straps.
Getting the green light.
Yes, but it's not holding.
You've got 4 minutes, Colonel.
Don? Dr. Perry, where's Georgiana? She's gone.
What's the problem, Danny?
I'm trying, Skipper, but I haven't got enough mass to swing it. It's really jammed.
Keep trying, Dan. Keep trying. That's it, Danny. You got it.
We made it. Oh, thank God.
Add to that.
100 million miles from home and we ran out of gas. Georgie, why did you do it? You needed help, didn't you? I guess so. This is like sitting in Central Park on a warm summer's night. Have you ever been to Central Park?
No, Danny, I've never been in Central Park.
It was a beautiful place. It started at 59th Street. Hey, look!
They're just meteoroids.
No, over there! go. Come on!
How's the fuel? Hey, okay. We're gonna make it.
Juke Suha to all crew members. Attention, please. I'm hopeful you've been enjoying another of the spellbinding eXtempore files. My sole purpose is to provide you an exciting and entertaining glimpse into the fascinating realm of science fiction. It seems only fair that I provide you a conceptual alert. We will, for the next 9 or more minutes, endure a production effort to complete a film that was shelved for 5 or more years. You won't want to miss the climactic ending, but perhaps this might be a chance to stretch and gather refreshments in preparation for the next great program on the Monster Channel.
Georgie, it's Russian. She's got solar cells. That means we've got electricity.
This is the eXtempore too.
I don't care if it's the Flying Dutchman. Let's go inside and repair the rigging. Come on. We've got some excess baggage.
What is it?
Looks like a countryman of yours. Well, at least we've got some oxygen. And emergency power from the batteries, what's left of them. There's no main power. That means... Hey, we've got juice. We're on the air.
Oh, Danny. I knew such a miracle couldn't be wasted. We're going to live.
How's that for long shots, honey? Somebody's betting on us. We've got to win. Those systems ought to come on now like crazy. But first, let's see if we've got a home to go to. I think I can milk 108 megs out of this rig, even in Russian. Hello, Astra. This is the Izvestia 2 calling. Astra. You read me, Astra? Over.
I don't believe it. Danny! Where are you? This is Astra calling. Izvestia 2.
Don't give up, Danny. Keep trying.
Izvestia 2 to Astra. Come in, please. Over. Hello, Astra. Are you there? Come in, Astra. Answer me. Anybody, please. Izvestia 2 calling Astra. Come in, please.
Come in, Danny. Come in, you wonderful crazy. Do you hear me? Over.
Our craft is operable. We need guidance for entry. We read your signal, Astra. It's faint, but we can beam in on it. Keep it coming. We're on our way. I'm switching to manual control.
What? Danny, where are you?
Georgie, activate the view screen. I want to see where I'm going if I'm taking this baby in by hand.
I'm activating the image stabilizer systems. We're set on wide scan. Should be able to get reception from Venus shortly.
Hello, Astra. All our systems are go. I'm reading your signal, but I'm not getting any audio transmission. Astra, I know you can read us. In 2 seconds, we're going to boost our reception. Stand by to confirm you're holding us on beam for our entry.
Do you read? Over.
Astra, what's happened? Where are you? We're picking up no signals from you. No, it's okay. We've got their signal. Or do we? Hello, Astra? Astra, where are you? Astra.
Last of man, listen. The craft you are attempting to communicate with no longer exists. Your sister craft no longer exists. The signal you are following is a warning. Had you been able to decipher its meaning, you would not have attempted to trespass on our world.
Your world? Who are you?
We are the collective minds of this world your craft now orbits. Be it enough for you to know that during the span of our evolution, our civilization has witnessed the birth and death of worlds and suns untold. But enough. Your time is short. You may not enter our world. We have witnessed the self-destructive powers of the green planet you call Earth. We have no malice toward you. You have destroyed your place in the universe. Last of man, listen, of this we will tell you. Your journey will continue. Something very strange and very great awaits you beyond the rim of the universe. And now, last of man, your journey will begin.